It's that time of the month again where I ask you guys on your opinion about specific CSGO topics, on your general performance, how are the FPS, how is the cheater problem, and how is your connectivity on the servers. So I would say let's dive into it. You guys left many votes on YouTube and on Discord, and I'm really excited to present to you the results. And as always, don't forget to check out the new giveaway in the description below, read the rules, and now a quick word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by SkinSearch. They are the ultimate tool for finding the cheapest prices on all CS2 items across the internet. It searches through all of the biggest and most trusted CS2 marketplaces to make sure you're getting the absolute best deals. SkinSearch was created by Sparkles, a legend in the community, with one goal: helping you to find that perfect skin. Plus, if you're into trade-ups, they have a trade-up contract calculator that shows you the precise percentage of your outcomes and even the float. And if you want to know how much your inventory is worth, check out SkinSearch. They have an inventory checker that gives you a realistic cash value of your skins, plus extra details that you don't get on Steam, like the fade percentage, sapphire, ruby, and so much more. And they support basically every currency. So head down in the link below and check out SkinSearch now. So before we get into the polls themselves, let's quickly discuss what I did. So since the beginning of season 2, I asked you guys to check how your in-game performance was. Has it improved since the beginning of season 2? Has your connectivity gotten better? And has the cheating problem improved in your opinion? For all of the votes, we got over 20 people voting on each poll, except for one on Discord. There were only 19. However, I would say it's a good turnaround. So let's get into the first question, which was: would you say your in-game performance has improved since the beginning of season 2? And here we can clearly see that about 42%, if we take both polls into account, have voted for saying that it has gotten better, or at least the majority has said nothing has changed. This could be a good thing. However, I do not know if that means it stayed the same, meaning it's still shit, or the performance is okay. So if you voted for this, let me know down below what your performance is like. However, we can say that Valve is doing something in the background, improving performance for at least 40% of you guys out there. Now, let's move to the next one, which was: would you say your connection has improved since the beginning of season 2? And here we see that the overall majority voted that nothing has changed. We've seen a couple of netcode updates that were dropped in the notes. However, it looks like for the most part nothing has happened. Maybe around every 5th person or every 3rd person, depending on which poll you look at, has said their performance has gotten better. And it's also good to see that not a lot of people voted for the performance. The connectivity has gotten worse. However, I'm sorry to hear that if you are in the bracket. If you voted for this, let me know down below why. We also had a comment on YouTube. It's sadly a negative one, and I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way. I can understand where you're coming from. However, if I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, remember that it took CSGO about 2 years to fine-tune his gameplay, get those rough edges out of it, and then it had multiple years to fine-tune all of the small, minute differences to, at the end of the day, have it where it was playable at the end. However, at the end of the day, I completely understand your frustration, where you're coming from, man, and let's just hope something is going to change soon. And for the last part, I asked: would you say you have encountered more or fewer cheaters since the beginning of season 2? And here the votes completely go apart. YouTube is more positive, with 42% voting it has gotten better, 42% saying it stayed the same, and only 17% saying it has gotten worse. While on Discord, only 9% said that it has gotten better, and most of the people voted for staying the same, and 36% said it has gotten worse. And I might have a hypothesis on why this was the case. The admin on my Discord server, he regularly invited people to play with in high elo lobbies between 20 and 25k, meaning most of these people might have voted for some of these polls, affecting the outcome and bringing their high elo point of view into the polls that you're looking at right now. And personally, I think most of the people who voted on YouTube are somewhere between 10 and 20k. And what I was able to find out, this is basically the sweet spot right now where you shouldn't encounter a lot of cheaters, and if you do, they should actually be pretty easy to defeat since their mechanical skills aren't that good. But nevertheless, at the end of the day, this is just a hypothesis and I cannot confirm that. So if you haven't taken part in the votes, let me know down below what your answer would have been to the questions. And as always, don't forget to check out the new giveaway, which is going to end on 31st of March. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell well, and I will see you guys on the next one.